Disclaimer. Hello everyone and welcome to the Beyblade X episode review, and shout out to my boy Keo for any real translation notes for this week. And that being said, hey, mallofbays.com. We have pretty much gone through all of our pre-orders in terms of UX stuff. We're pretty much just wrapping up everything just to be sure it's all done. But yes, huge thank you to all the support for all the Beyblade UX pre-orders. We will do our best to restock on whatever we can in due time when we're able to. But it's an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. And with that being said, yeah man, let us get started. So this was a little bit of an interesting episode to say the least. Mostly because it's focused around the idea of Bird's worry of holding back Team Persona. And even though this episode's not like impressive that much really visually, I mean there's like one nice storyboarded sequence I guess later on. Just like a nice episode. Helps also kind of, UX does appear this episode kind of, but I don't know, it works a lot better contextually there than the manga. But yes, basically this episode kind of builds up to the fact that they're doing the whole thing with the Shuffle Battle Festival, where basically they break up the teams, and basically, rankings are determined by popularity votes, not by battles, wins, and losses. It's basically just like, it's like splitting everything into like an interesting way where like it's a way to bring a lot of the past bladers that we've seen and kind of make a lot of unique scenarios, I guess. Because I mean, obviously, you know, we know this is obviously filler to get to like each point of the thing, kind of. And when I say filler, I mean I'm using a little bit loosely in this context, just because they try to like space between each chapter, but I think this works, you know, narratively well. I think people are complaining about filler. It's got to make sense. Like if it's just dragging out the story unnecessarily, sure, complain. But just having filler does not make it a bad thing. But Bird just reflects a lot on his losses, and obviously it kind of makes sense because, you know, he's basically been losing all this time, and I think it's around this point that reflection kind of makes sense. And like if you're gonna do anything now to kind of push in the development of Bird, however that may be, it kind of makes sense to do it around this point of the story. But yeah, he's just worried about, you know, making the Team Persona just kind of like, you know, basically Multi and Common X are carrying him the whole time, right? So he doesn't want to like just hold them back. So we also see some bladers that are gonna be popping up. So we see Burn, King, we see Marco, we see Cadover, we see Taisho, which is gonna be fun to see him play, I guess, and Mako Maiden. So interestingly, there is basically everyone we've seen so far in the story. So they're all participating. And the idea with this was to keep them basically with team branding. So even if everyone is split, if they win the battles, it brings attention to Team Persona and all that stuff. So the whole idea is they're trying to maximize, you know, like that popularity choice. Also, this is the part where Bird just kind of confronts them on kind of his worries, whatever. And they're like, no, listen, you know, you don't have to worry about that, whatever. You know, we're a team. We'll climb to the top together. Very nice moment. I did think the music was not the best choice for that scene. It's like a very kind of like a sad moment, whatever, right? And they kind of play like this really weird music that's kind of just like overpowering, one, the vocals, and also just it doesn't even match either way, kind of the tone of it. I don't know, I like the scene, but I didn't like the music choice. Very, it was like, okay, I don't know. Sometimes the music is good, sometimes it's not. Okay, the next one is basically advertisement. So the cool thing about this is that they already had the blueprints shown for these bays, which, you know, it makes sense because in the manga they kind of just have it already made, and then after it gets confusing when Multi fights against Shigeru, why didn't she just use Wizard Rod? But you already kind of see that basically the whole plan is to advertise these new bays, get the new attention on them. Actually, I think it's really more interesting that because of these unique bays that offer unique battles, they basically found a way to advertise UX without it feeling you know, like blatant, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, X has been doing that in general, right? Obviously, in fairness to X, they've been doing that in general, where they kind of do better than, let's say, the burst era for how kind of it feels like this is a little bit too much of an advertisement thing, whatever. So I'm very curious to see what scenarios we're going to get with any of the UX stuff, and then after, it's just, what is it, it's Bird versus Takume next week. Will Bird actually win? Probably not. Alright, in terms of final thoughts for this episode, well, this is a little bit weird to rank, because it's mostly just story-focused, whatever. So, I mean, you know, story and characterization, I think that's a full 5, honestly, for both sections. I think animation was just about average, and the same with art. You know, like a 2 or 3, whatever. You know, so it's like, okay, you know, it was fine. You know, there's one really good sequence on the thing, but that doesn't make up the whole episode. I think for this one, we take out the battle and the CG for this section, so you just say maybe like story 5, you know, art animation 2, characterization 5, so it's still a pretty, like, still a pretty decent score overall. You just take out battle and CG, and then after, that's like the rating for this week. I do it out of, like, each section's out of 5, so yeah. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I got nothing else. Yeah, okay. Well, anything else I was thinking about saying at the end? Oh, yes. I do want to see if maybe we get a little bit of improvement in general with the battle stuff, because I know the battles are kind of slightly better sometimes with the choreography, but I think in general OLM is pretty weak overall in terms of just, you know, just generally how the battles look and everything, but yeah. In the meantime, obviously, you know, check out BEYBLADE, whatever, and also to mention, we have our reviews out for Draw and Buster, Wizard Rod, and Hell's Hammer, so make sure to check those out. Yeah, make sure to tell me in the comment section, by the way, which out of the 3 bays you want to really see me do a lot of videos with. I already read a lot of the comments in terms of some battle ideas that people have that are actually some ones I did not write down. So, yeah, also excited to see how the anime is going to kind of debut with them, but yes, all videos are out right now. They're not too long, so, you know, it's like a good watch, you know, it's a good solid watch for all of them. Also want to mention, hey, I have the Beyblade X database set up. I'll eventually be updating with UX, so if you want to find out, learn about releases, or just getting into the hobby, make sure to check out the database, give it a good read. I put a lot of work in that. I just want to actually advertise that before the other me ends off for now, but yes. A lot of work. UX, probably by the end of the month I'll update it. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode this week? What you're going to think about next week? Let me know. Anyways, I want to say thank you all for watching. That'll be it for now. And yeah, take care and bye. And I'll try to be getting through some of the battles of all the UX stuff and edit all the testings, whatever. I need time, and I don't have time right now, so we'll work with what we can do, I guess. Anyways, that's it for now. Alrighty, bye.